and welcome to Innovate and Elevate with Katrina. I'm here from Chabot College, and we have a very special guest, Arlan Hamilton, and I have her book. So exciting. So Arlan, I saw you on the stage in Silicon Valley. It was Startup Grind, and you had me in tears. You were the queen of the conference. It was so exciting.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
We're so happy. So I use you as a case study for my entrepreneurship class. I teach at a local prison, so your story is just so mind-blowing to them. When I say you went from homeless to 30 million to serving 200 underrepresented businesses, they are just like, oh, well, she could do it, I could do it. Yes, you can. So today I want to talk about, first of all, your book, your new book. And actually, I give this as a prize to my students for our pitch competition. Whoever wins, they get your book. Really, I want to focus on you, on entrepreneurship. You know, you have so many things you can talk about, but I really want to focus on what advice you can give to my students who are, exactly who you serve.
Sure. And where are they today?
So some of them have been released, and some of them are still incarcerated.
Yeah, I think having that, that echo is kind of throwing me off. Having that North Star of what happens next, because your life is full and it's broad, and your current circumstances do not define who you are. So having that star of, here's so many people that get out of prison, many of them either go back to prison, or once they're out, they are so disoriented, and they're so left out of certain things when it comes to jobs, opportunities, that many of the people I have met who have been to prison who are successful today, it is because of entrepreneurship. It is because of what they spend the time they have right now learning, so that when they get out, apply that immediately.
Absolutely, I love that. And I told them I'm going to see you in April for your first Million Live. So exciting! April 9th through 12th in LA. I already got my ticket. I got everything booked. So, what kinds of things are going to be happening at your first Million?
Yes, it's going to be a wonderful event across 3 days, April 9th to the 11th mainly. And we'll have Arlan's Academy in real life. So we'll have experts on the main stage at Peacock Theater teaching about all types of topics like marketing, content creation, protecting your intellectual property, your IP, or in your invention. So if you've created something, if you have a certain phrase, if you have a certain logo, all of those things could be protected through the U.S. government. And so that will have so many different things about how to generate money, how to generate cash, so you can have different income streams towards your first. And then we'll have an evening with the actress Issa Rae, the powerhouse, and she's building an empire. And we'll have an exclusive conversation with her. We'll also have a full day of fireside chats. So conversations with people who are millionaires and billionaires. In fact, on April 11th, we'll talk to the first Black woman billionaire in the country, Sheila Johnson, and talk to Rich Paul, who is LeBron James' agent. We'll talk about, if anybody's ever seen Abbott Elementary, I believe that's on ABC.
Yes. Sorry
about that. It's on ABC. The person who plays Ava, the principal, who's like this breakout comedian, Emmy nominated, he's our host for the event.
Great.
We have, if you know, you may know because you read the 2 books that Janet Jackson's a big inspiration to me.
Yes.
Her official DJ on tour is our official DJ for the event.
So it's going to be a party and educational.
Yes, it'll be a party, and then it's closing out with TLC performing. It'll be a lot of education.
Don't mess with me. Don't mess with me.
Did you know about that?
No.
Yeah, TLC will be performing on April 11th to close out the whole event for us.
My high school girl inside is like, you're curing her right now.
Agreed. That's how I've been feeling for the several months. Like, I can't believe TLC is going to be there.
That's amazing. So I want to go back to, your story because you're resilient. I mean, if there's the word resilient in the dictionary, your picture should be next to it. Can we talk about that and what advice you have for, getting back up and, things are knocking them down left and right, just like.
Yeah, almost every week there's something else. There's something else. This country is it's not an easy country to be in if you're a woman, if you're a person of color, if you're gay. There's just a lot that has been built as challenges, but there also is opportunity, and find it within. You have a fire within. I don't know what the different charges are against different of your customers, of your students, but a lot of times it is an entrepreneur who selected the wrong market.
That's what I say. I tell them. I say, you hustle on the streets, just hustle in the boardroom.
Yeah. Rich Paul will be at the event. He is LeBron James' agent.
Mm-hmm.
And he has a book out where he talks about how he was always drugs when he was younger, always on the street, always robbing people, doing all kinds of things. And he found, a way to turn that into actually I'm going to be an entrepreneur.
I love that.
But I'll stay there.
Okay, I'm going to have to get that book for my kids.
Mm-hmm. It's a great book to read. I think it would be very relatable to a lot of people.
I love that. So right now in our chapter, we're reading about the entrepreneur journey and how you use your story to build your brand. Like you've done that beautifully. So maybe some tips for students on how to do that.
Yeah, just knowing that today is a new age. Today, anybody can have a brand. Anybody can have a brand awareness because of social media, LinkedIn, different things like that, even in-person events and in-person conversations you can have with people. And you have to be you're going to be famous, or you're going to, like a celebrity or you're an influencer, or any of that. Don't worry about those terms. Think of it more like 10 years ago, it would have been very hard for you to have your own TV show, almost impossible to have your own TV show, to have your own billboards, to have your own, like street team. Today, all that's in your pocket. You have a smartphone. You have the ability to use YouTube for free. And in fact, sometimes YouTube will pay you if you reach a certain level. YouTube can now be your distribution for your television show. Your phone is your camera and your studio. You have Instagram and TikTok and LinkedIn to get your information and your content in front of people who have never heard of you the day before, and to also delight people who are loyal to you as they learn about it. You have everything you need to be successful and for people to know about what you do in the palm of your hand. Whether that is starting your own company, working for another company that is a small company startup, or working for a big company, you're bringing your expertise in. Just this morning, we had a call with a major Fortune 500 company, big multi-billion-dollar company. And the woman interviewing me, she's 50. When they did the introduction, she has a doctorate, she has an MBA, she has all these different things. And she was listing. We all made fun of it because there's so many things. And then when she started talking, she's a Black woman, she said, a month ago, because I turned 50, I told everybody for the first time that I've been to federal prison and I used to be a stripper.
Cool.
And she went from that 20 years ago to the world is her oyster. So entrepreneurship doesn't always mean just starting your own company. It can just mean you're the entrepreneur, you're the CEO of your life. And you reconstruct your life to be whatever you want it to be. Working for someone else or with someone else, creating your own, or finding some combination of the two.
I love that. Okay, I'm going to remember that from my class tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Okay, so So now if they're in their entrepreneurial mindset, they're using their story, their journey. Okay, so the next thing is, so they're coming up with a lot of ideas. So a lot of them aren't used to, social media.
Mm-hmm.
So what things can they do to market and brand themselves in person?
Sure. In person, there are now across the country so many meetups
Okay.
where you can go search for meetup.com, you can search on Google, you can go to different co-working spots, and they will have entrepreneurial, meetups. Either you're learning from someone or it's a mixture where you just can talk to people. I would go there. There's also bigger events, like mine, but go to these different events. Many of them are free.
Okay.
So you go in and your idea is, it's like overwhelming. There's a lot of people here. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to get out of this? Make it so, let me meet one person and have a meaningful conversation. And maybe if they feel comfortable, maybe we'll exchange phone numbers. We'll talk another time. But don't make it this big thing where you have to go in and give everybody some business cards and tell them what you're doing and try to raise money. Don't do all of that. Just go in and say, what can I learn? I'm going to observe. Sometimes the quietest people in the room are the most powerful. I would just go places when I first got to Silicon Valley and I didn't know anyone. I would just go to places and I would observe. I would stand in the corner, like, okay, this person looks like they're interesting. Let me see if I can get the nerve to go talk to them. And then kind of just put yourself in the room and say, like, hey, what's going on? And then over time, what you'll find is your story is actually so compelling. And for a lot of people, it's more compelling than what they normally hear. So they're actually going to lean in and see.
I love that. Actually, I went to a conference once and I approached the woman that was by herself, and we're still friends till today, and it's been 20 years. So,
look at that.
Thank you. I love that. I love that advice. She actually had fabulous red shoes, and that I just went up to her. I said, I had to meet the owner of the red shoes.
Yeah, yeah. That's what my sister-in-law, she does that too. So she's albino. And so and she has a hard time seeing and different things, so she could be very quiet and not try to bother anybody or whatever. But what she does to break the ice is she says, oh, I love your outfit, or oh, I love the way you're wearing that. It's like something that just breaks the ice a little bit. Also, it's flattering to the person. It's like, oh, well, thank you, because she'll find something she likes on.
Yes, I love that. I love that advice. Okay, so what's next for the Hamilton brand? You're everywhere. You're on covers of magazines. The reason why I love you on social media is because you're so authentic. I think that's one advice I give my entrepreneurs, to be you, because everybody else is taken.
Yeah, that's right.
Because every time you post something, like even when it's remotely funny, I was like, I can't believe she said that. Like, that's so cool. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna do me, because that's who I am. What's next is really, this event is a major undertaking. So everything to me is like prior to the event and after the event, so just making sure that it's a great experience for as many people as possible. I know that that may go wrong, and we're just gonna figure that out, and then share it. And then general, I have a couple of new companies that I've co-founded that I'm launching this year.
Can you tell us more?
I can't
Okay,
talk
okay.
about either of them because they're both very in stealth,
Okay,
but they will come out very soon. And at the event, we'll talk about a couple of them.
great. So, okay, maybe can you talk about maybe one or two that companies that you're really proud of that you serve on the board?
Yeah, so I've invested in more than 200 companies.
Yes.
There are so many that I'm proud of. All of them I'm proud of.
Yes.
But even if they don't make it, because I'm proud of them. There's a company called Curlmix that is a Black couple, a woman and a man. And they, I met them when we were doing less than $10,000 in revenue. They were mixing hair products in the kitchen. In 2022, that was 2017. In 2022, they did $10 million in revenue. And we were the first investor
I love that.
in 2017.
Okay, give me
So-
another one because that was so good.
Curlmix is great.
Okay,
Hold on a second. Sorry.
that's okay.
Another one is Jessica Matthews. She has Uncharted Power. So she's an inventor, essentially, Black woman. She invented a soccer ball, but as you kick the soccer ball, it creates energy. And so in Africa, uh, one of the places where she lived, the students would kick the soccer ball, play soccer, and then they would go over and plug it in and power the lights at their school. And then she took that and turned that into, let me iterate that across cities. So now she does complete power grid, underground sidewalk grids for cities.
I love
Yeah.
that. Those are totally two different things. And so I just wanted to show them like you have such a range, right? So that's beautiful. And then if entrepreneurs want to get in your, what was it? It was called you have a master class. That's what.
Yes,
I'm talking
a
about.
class.
Yes. Can you talk about that?
You can get 3 months for free just by signing up to my newsletter. And then in my newsletter, I also teach. So you can go to my LinkedIn page.
Okay.
So Arlen Hamilton, look me up on LinkedIn. Then when you go to my profile, where it says contact, there's a link that says 3 months free, and it'll take you to.
Perfect.
Put your email address in, you get free months.
Yay. Okay, so that's what they'll be doing this summer.
Yes.
3
Love it.
months with Arlen. Okay, so well, I know you have very limited time and you're super busy, but any last words for budding entrepreneurs that are looking up to you?
Yeah, I just want to say that if I can do it, you can do it. And I've met so many of these successful people who we think are super successful or brilliant and geniuses, and they're successful, they're relatively smart, and I don't know if any other people. So we can all get there, and you are brilliant. You are who can be filling that space, writing those books, being online, and just being yourself. No one right way to do it. It's your path.
I love that. Thank you, Arlen. We
Thank
look
you.
forward to seeing you early April at your conference, and I will be bringing my books and looking
Yes.
forward to meeting all the wonderful people that you've brought together for us.
I'm so looking forward to it. Thank you for coming to it.
Thank you. Have a good one. Thank you.
Thank you, you too.